We're back. Arlene, who's next?
I have Anne on line 8. And because of some things that happened to her in the past, she is afraid to use public restrooms.
Because of things that happened to her. Anne?
Yeah?
Hi.
Hi.
How old are you?
I'm 25.
What's going on? I don't understand what this
Can you hear me on the phone?
Yeah, I can hear you, but I don't
Let
understand
me
you.
try. I'm on the cordless and I broke the antenna. Hold on. Okay, I got it.
Okay. What? Tell me what you can't do.
It's not necessarily a public bathroom. It's wherever I live. There's a lot of other things that have been going on, but...
Yeah, but give me a clear idea of what you cannot do.
Well, for 5 years I lived with my boyfriend, four other guys, and I could not use the bathroom no matter what I was doing if anybody was home. It was very hard to wait till everybody was gone, and I was like...
Did anyone ever sneak up on you when you were in the bathroom?
No. Well, I once, when I first moved in, had my picture taken in the shower, but...
By whom?
One of the guys there, but he got kicked out. And that was like 5 years ago.
Well, what do you think this relates to?
Really, there's a lot going on. Just, it's like I'm embarrassed or ashamed of anything. I don't want to be overly aggressive. If something bothers me, I won't say anything. But I'm just so ashamed. And the problem that I'm having is there's a lot that went on, and I'm seeing a psychologist, but that's something I can't talk to him. There's things that I can't say to him.
Fine, but tell me what it is that went on that you feel ashamed about.
If I go to the bathroom.
No, just tell me what you're ashamed of.
Pardon?
What are you ashamed of?
I don't want anyone to know that. I feel like everyone's down there talking about it, and I know they're not. I don't know why I am so embarrassed.
Now, what is it you're not able to talk to the psychologist about?
I'm embarrassed to mention the fact that if I have to use, the restroom or something, that it's very hard for me, and I can't talk about that, and I also, I had some physical abuse, but also it led to self-inflicted physical abuse, and I can't talk to him about that either. Basically things that I can't mention.
Why can't you mention it?
I'm embarrassed, and I'm ashamed, and I feel...
How long have you been seeing this psychologist?
Years back when I had a suicide attempt, I saw him about 4 years ago, and then I stopped, and I've been seeing him now for about 4 months, and I try, and I can't say those things.
Okay. You cannot move forward until you begin talking about your shame. When you're a victim of shame, you feel worthless and as if no one in the world could think anything of you. Are you aware of that? And so you go back in your thinking to the earliest things that you were ashamed of.
I think I know what it is.
Go ahead.
A lot's happened. I'll just tell you like what's happened because I went into it too long. At 8, I was abused by my stepfather in the shower.
How?
He always wanted to take showers with me. I was his stepbrother, and then I had a sister who was naturally his, and he would just touch me, and it never went far, but it almost did, but I got afraid and told my mother, and she denied the whole thing.
Okay, but the point is you were sexually molested.
Yeah.
And it hurts.
Yeah. And it...
Wait. You were sexually molested and it hurts.
Yeah.
Have you told this to the psychologist?
Oh, yeah, he knows we're trying to deal with
right.
that.
But the fact is, you were molested in the shower. The question I asked you at the beginning was who bothered you in the bathroom, and you said no one except someone took a picture of me in the shower and they threw him out. Remember you said that?
Yeah, I just don't realize the shower instance is going to use anything about going to the bathroom, or am I wrong?
The shower and the bathroom are in the same room.
Yeah.
Aren't they?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the same, I mean, it's close enough together so you see it as one. The fact that you don't see it as one is the key point. Anyone else would say, I was molested in the shower, now I'm afraid to go into the bathroom. Everyone else would say, yeah, that's true. And you say, well, the shower isn't the bathroom. Come on, of course it is. You're trying not to face this because you don't want to face the anger you feel at your mother for not taking you seriously and not defending you.
Yeah.
And part part of what you feel towards the psychologist, I think, is the fear of telling the psychologist everything you fear because you fear you won't be taken seriously. This is a male or a female, the psychologist?
Male. It's just the subject matter is what is uncomfortable.
But it was when you went to your mother.
Yeah.
That's why it's uncomfortable. The subject is made uncomfortable by the way the subject is received. You can talk about absolutely anything if the other person wants to listen. But try to borrow a dime from a father, for example, who's very tight about money, he'll crucify you over the dime. It depends upon how the subject is treated or how you think it's going to be treated. You were sexually molested.
You know, one thing...
She runs away. You were sexually molested, period. Come on.
See, it
Stop.
No, I do have a question.
I know you have a question. You'll always have a question.
I mean...
Stop.
Okay.
You were sexually molested, period. And you have all the symptoms of someone who was sexually molested. You feel bad. You feel dirty. You feel guilty. You feel ashamed of yourself. You think you're not good. You think you're unlovable.
You're right.
Okay? Those are the symptoms of someone who is sexually molested. And those are the questions that you have to be working with your psychologist. And you have to tell him everything.
Is it normal, since I was just touched, I feel like what my psychologist told me to go to a group meeting, and I feel like, I wasn't really molested. I was just touched, and these people actually...
You were molested if you have the symptoms of molestation.
Okay.
That's how it works.
Is there such thing as verbal incest?
Of course.
Because that's what's been going on till this day.
What do you mean? He
Because
talks dirty as suggestive to you?
he's really bad. If I go over there, he points out other women, and he mentions, talks about my body or how I look, and he just...
And what
I don't want to be near him.
and what do you do?
I feel...
Your first reaction is, I feel. And what I hear is the detour of the proper thinking. I said, what do you do? The correct thing to do is, you keep your mouth shut around me. You know, you've got a gutter mouth. You had your hands all over me when I was a kid. I come over here. You're just sexually suggestive all the time. I don't like it, and I just want it to stop. That's what you say. That's what you say.
You know, I really want to.
That's what you say. You know, you had your hands all over me when I was a kid. I come over here and you give me all this crap and you talk suggestively to me. I can't stand it. And you let your mother overhear it. Enough. Get your sexual appetite away from me.
He thinks I let him on at 8.
But that's what you say. And you believe you let him on because you're trying to make light of it. You're trying to diminish the damage to say, well, it wasn't that bad. Maybe I did lead him on. Well, if I did lead him on, let's make the crime very slight. He sexually molested you, and he continues to do so. Now, you have to let your psychologist in on all of this. And you do belong in a group of women. That's a terrific place to be, where the other people in the group will say to you, Ann, what are you kidding? This happened to me with my uncle, and you'll be amazed. It's how you react to it. Children are suggestible and young.
Is it normal for this to affect your whole life?
Yes. Come on. You're a good person. You need to get better, and you need to share this with other people. Come on.
Okay.
Tell him everything. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
Take care. Secrets. People holding secrets that destroy them. It's the secret.
Sometimes they don't even seem to realize it seems like.
And they're always trying to let the other person off the hook as if to say, this really wasn't
Just
so bad.
Sure.
It happened.